Hello, my little dragons. I hope all of you are doing amazing today. Today we are going to be doing some bookish triggers. I am incredibly excited to do this video. I do plan on doing a bookish haul soon. Just because, as many book people would know, a couple of days ago or when this video comes out, it would have been yesterday. So yesterday, it was World Book Day, and I went to Barnes. I gave a bouquet of roses to the Barnes staff because if y'all aren't familiar with Book Day, essentially everyone was talking about how you get the bookish people in your life roses and a book. So I was like, let me go give some roses to the Barnes staff. I didn't want to make it a whole big deal, so I just went to the checkout, checked out my books, and then gave the bouquet of roses to the girl. Was it the most awkward experience I think I've ever had in my life at a Barnes? Absolutely, because I had so much anxiety, and I think the girl checking me out also had a lot of anxiety and didn't know what to do in this situation, which I was not expecting. I figured on her end she would just take them and say thank you and, whatever. But she clearly, visibly seemed very confused. But that is okay. That is not her fault. I did not mean to make her scared or worried. But unfortunately, I think I did make her a little bit confused because I thought it was universally known that it was book day, but she seemed to not know that herself, which she was a younger girl. So I don't know if she doesn't have TikTok or whatever, but I would have thought working as a bookseller at Barnes, you would probably know that it was World Book Day. But regardless, I got my books, and so I will definitely be doing a haul in the near future, but I figured I would at least do one type of bookish video this week, especially because it being World Book Day, and then a couple days from now it'll be Independent Bookstore Day. So, Also, do you guys like my new background? I took down the Taylor Lego, and I did a little book paper pages wall. I really like it. Eventually I will be taking down that bookshelf and doing something else with the wall. I don't know if that means I'm going to add something else. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet there, but we'll see, and you'll see in the coming videos. But let's get started with the book triggers. Sorry for the long ass intro. This is my current book I'm reading. I am quite literally at the last chapter of the book, and I am loving it. I did cry at the scene where Snape's memories are being revealed to Harry. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it was very, very sad, much more sad than I would have anticipated, considering I've watched the movies 3 times now. But I swear that scene always gets me every single time, and apparently even through a book. So, but every time I read a Harry Potter book, because I've been reading the series for the past 3 years, I would go on a binging spree, read books, as well as Secrets and Masks, Remain Nameless, and Isolation. Those are my 4 that I'm between, or among, like the ones that I want to choose from after this. But that is what I'm reading. It's actually really funny because I posted like a DOB drink, outfit, and book of the day on my TikTok, and some random ass account commented and was like, Harry Potter in 2025, are you serious? LMAO. Girl, like, I'm not out here advocating for JK Rowling. Like, I'm reading the book because I didn't ever finish the series. I'm also not waving the book around like, read it, read it, read it. Oh my god, I love JK Rowling. I think if anyone wants to read Harry Potter, they can read Harry Potter. It's literally, I feel like it is one of the most known series in the world. How are you gonna get on me for reading Harry Potter? Are you dumb? I'm sorry, but like, to have like, also I looked on her page, she has like 20,000 followers, and I was just thinking to myself, why are you hating on a smaller BookTok creator for reading a book, bruh? But I was like, whatever. I just thought it was crazy. Like, you leave a hate comment and you have that many followers on TikTok. That's crazy. Like, you're crazy, bro. Never would I ever do anything like that. Like, unless they were actually like saying some crazy stuff, I would never like leave something like that on someone's page. Anyway, moving forward, we have the Rose Bargain. I'm super excited for this book. I did not realize it only came in hardcover, but because it does, I don't really care, since this book is quite literally like the size of a paperback. I love when a hardcover is small. Not that I've seen many, because this is my first one, but I usually don't like hardcover, and this one is small. Like, this one is the size of like this. Like, I mean, it's a little bit bigger, but compared to other hardcovers, it is not that big, and I love that. But I heard that this book was a mix between, oh my god, it smells so bookish. It smells so good. But I heard it was a mix between Cruel Prince as well as Bridgerton. So I think I'm gonna eat it up because I recently read the rest of the Cruel Prince series and I absolutely adored it. It's about, I can read the little end excerpt. High society girls are expected to bargain for qualities that will win them suitors, a rare talent for piano in exchange for one's happiness, childhood memory, a perfect smile for one's ability to taste. But Ivy's debut season arrives with a shocking twist, a competition to marry the Queen's Face son, Prince Bram. It's a prize that could save Ivy's family from ruin and free her older sister from the bargain that destroyed her. Yet every glittering fairy deal has a rotting heart, and amidst lavish balls, vicious competition, and a dangerous alliance with the prince's rakish younger brother, Prince Emmett, Ivy realizes that at the center of this contest lies a dark plot that could destroy all of England and her heart with it. So, I'm very excited for this book. Then, sorry, the AC really hard to make two characters insufferable, because to be fair, like, that could have just been the character's personality. So I would hope that this author doesn't do that same mistake, because again, these are two different characters, so I'm sure they will be different from each other. I don't know. Sorry, that was such a long tangent, but I don't know. I don't know. Fantasma was a little bit of a hard one to read towards the end. I had such high hopes. I literally was going to give it 5 stars, and then after a couple of different scenes in the book towards the end, it went down to literally like a 3.5 or 3.6 or, oh my gosh, 3.75. I don't know, I couldn't do it. And then, of course, as I showed in my last video, I just felt like it would have been a crime to not include my first ever arc in a book trigger video. It's actually funny because I reached out to the publishing company to see if I could get this arc, and they were the only ones to respond back to me out of the few publishing companies that I did reach out to. And apparently, after posting about this arc on my book talk, a lot of people were actually saying how Door is really hard to get physical arcs from, and I don't even know how my first arc became this book. Like, I felt so special. Now I will say, I am very excited to read this book, and I do want to read it sometime soon, but it might have to be after a Hermione. So I'm excited to read it, though. I'm very excited to read it. I love how floppy this book is. Like, talk about the flop on this. Crazy work. I'm very excited. Anyway, those were all the books that I wanted to do book triggers with, because they were just books that I had thoughts on or that I'm excited about. But I hope you enjoyed the video. And I am finally getting a bookshelf for my room. So when I get it, let me know if you'd like to see a bookshelf door ASMR version. Because I definitely will be incredibly excited about it. I mean, I think you have all seen in prior videos. If you've seen those videos at all, maybe you haven't, but I have a few stacks